Okay, this video is called Marketing One Project, the Entrepreneurial Perspective. But you are not going to be developing a small business. So, how do we take a small business plan template and transform it and adapt it into a plan, marketing plan for a personal, professional brand? Okay, because that's what you're developing. Okay, so company name is Dylan Ramos. That's me. Got it? Because I'm the business in this case. I'm the brand. We're selling me. Now, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down. Okay, short description of what business you will be in. Let's see, what am I passionate about? So many different things. Well, I'm passionate about area of interest. So many areas of interest that I could be in. Let's say I was interested in new technology, as an example. Okay? So it's not going to be in a business. It's me. It's me with my skills. Remember how we did this now? There's Dylan. Okay? And Dylan, as we did there, has a goal in life. Okay? His goal is, where's the vision statement? Is there a vision statement here? Vision. What's my long-term vision statement? End. To be, to own, run, well, to own. I know. To be a part of, to be crucial, to be a crucial part of developing and setting up some innovative technologies that help to transform Africa. Okay, that's my vision. I want to be part of setting up some of the most innovative technologies in Africa. Okay? Is that a business vision? No. Could I be involved in setting up a business though? Yes, I could with that vision. Could I be involved in working for a company who's also involved in setting up new technologies in Africa? Yes. Could I be involved in an NGO? Could I be involved in government? I could be involved anywhere, really. In some part in my life, I could be involved in anything. I'm not limiting myself to just being a business owner. No, there's so much more to me. There's so much more to this life. And my passion is Africa. My one passion is Africa, and my other passion is technology. Okay, so I'm making my vision big. And I want you to make your vision big. You might be studying entrepreneurship at this point in time, but that does not make who you are. Does that make sense? You not just consider yourself an entrepreneur. There's more to you than that. You might be an entrepreneur at one point in your life, and in fact, an entrepreneur is not necessarily someone who even owns a business. Someone you can be an entrepreneur. Have you heard of that? That's someone who innovates and develops new things within the context of a large organization. That's what I'm currently doing at CPUT. Okay? Because I'm passionate about education. But okay, let's just leave it. Actually, that's what I'm passionate about, is education and development. Okay, so let me actually, to be a crucial part of developing and setting up innovative, let me call it educational because that's really what I'm passionate about. Innovative educational things. It's not even programs. It's more setting up. Let me call it setting up educational innovations. Innovations that change education in Africa forever. So, with that vision, could I work at a university? Could I start my own business where we do primary ed school differently? Could I work for the government in the educational ministry? Yes. Could I go and work for whatever? Okay. I could start a business, I could not, I could do different things with my passion, with my vision. So I want you to set up this type of a vision. What are you passionate about? What area of interest do you have? My area of interest and passion is education development, human development. Okay? What did I study? What was my qualification? Marketing. Is marketing helping me in what I'm doing at the moment? Yes, I'm teaching marketing. But I'm not limited to being a marketer because I studied marketing. No, it's just one qualification. Okay, so that's step one. Develop a vision for your life that's bigger than just being an entrepreneur. Or that's bigger than just running a small business. Okay? You're hearing me? You got me? Good. Come on, think big. Then your mission statement, okay, is how you're going to accomplish that. Many companies' brief mission statement, example McDonald's, to be the customer's favorite place. Okay, so what I want to be in education is I want to be the most well-recognized person for innovative educational practices, to be the customer's favorite place and way to eat with inspired, to be the most well-recognized person in innovative educational practices in South Africa, to be the most well-recognized and knowledgeable person for innovative educational practices in South Africa that supports okay. I want to be the most well-recognized and knowledgeable person for innovative educational practice in South Africa. Who can support and run educational programs that have high impact and redefine what education is for Africans. That's just an example. So that puts it more on a day-to-day basis. If people want to collaborate with me, they're going to know me for being very knowledgeable in education. I'm probably going to be getting involved in innovative educational practices as a mission statement, to be involved in that stuff. Either starting a business, working with others. I'm going to maybe develop some research papers in that area. I don't know. Okay, so that's just an example of a mission statement. I'm doing this very fast. If I had more time, I'd probably think about it a bit more, okay? So please don't quote me on this, and please don't just copy me. I'm trying to show you the thinking behind this. Some of my goals and objectives in line with this would be to get a master's in marketing, in marketing education by 2017. To do a PhD in an innovative new form of education by 2021. To have worked in at least one organization that is innovating in education by 2020. To start, develop and start a new educational innovation by 2025. Get it? Does that include entrepreneurship? It does, right at the end. But in order to get to my goal, there's a few things I first need to do, isn't there? Maybe I can include there. To increase, to build a large network of innovators in education that I communicate with education by 2018. Maybe I'll build a Twitter network, for example, which is connected to a lot of people that are innovating in education around the world. I get to know them, they get to know me. If we want to do projects in the future, they already know me, I already know them. They know what I'm doing. Maybe I can go to build a website, a blog, that becomes the most well-known for education innovation in South Africa by 2022. See, I'm doing all kinds of different things, but it's all working towards my vision. Okay? And this is what I want you to see about entrepreneurship. It's not just running a business. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Now, so those are some examples of goals. SWOT analysis, those are your strengths. What are your personal strengths? My personal strengths, for example, are public speaking, writing, I write well, I can think very creatively. You need to have 5 each. Some of my weaknesses is that I get distracted because I'm thinking about all these things. I get distracted. I try to do too many things at the same time. Okay? And so on and so forth. Opportunities. What are opportunities out there? You need to go and look around. What are opportunities in your area of interest? Maybe there's an opportunity for me to get involved in a new education startup. Okay? For example, there's one called moocs.co.org.za where they are developing online courses for South Africans. moocs.org.za, get involved. Whatever. Threats? Who else is in my industry? What are the competitors? Are there any other people who are beginning to write about education in the same way I am? Or to think about it? Are there any competitors? If the government says, no, you're not allowed to do anything new in education, it has to be through the government, that would be a major threat in doing new cool things, wouldn't it? You're not allowed to run a primary school that works differently, where every student is allowed to choose which subjects they want, any subject at all. They don't have to all have 6 subjects and go from 9 to 5. We use the internet, we use videos, and they can choose any area of interest. Let's say we want to do that. For example, that would be a threat. So I'd have to go research a bit to find out what are some of the threats to my area of interest. Okay? Then, so if we do that first, introduction, Dylan Cromont is a aspiring educational innovator that wants to make an impact in education in South Africa. I'm the business, it's me. I'm the brand. Get it? Legal form of ownership is sole proprietor, essentially. Promoters and shareholders. Those are the people in your life that support you and your vision for your life. Family, friends, religious supporters, lecturers. Okay? Problem statement. What is the main problem in this world that you would like to fulfill? Education. The system of education can no longer effectively serve the growing need of the population. That is a reality in the educational sector. Okay? Give a description of the solution. I'm the solution. You are part of the solution. Okay? The education industry needs more people who are thinking outside the box and are willing to try new things in order to redefine how we educate. Also, it needs more people who understand how to use digital technologies in order to educate. I will become such a person who understands digital technologies and is thinking outside the box. You're going to become that person. Okay? Products and services. Background to its development. That's the background to your development. I gained a matric in 2004 in Oudtshoorn. I can add other things about that, what I did. I was a student leader. You know, I was a, what do you call that? Not a prefect. I was a prefect, but okay. Prefect, whatever, we called it something else. I led my hockey team, captained my hockey team. I ran events for the school, right? All the various things that make you background to your skills and everything, and then all the things you've done at university. Benefits, okay, and features. Now, this is important. Benefits and features are the ones that you currently have, benefits and features that you can give, and then also benefits. Okay, so I want you to separate them. Currently and benefits and features in the future. What do you want to be able to offer in the future? Okay? Currently, let's talk about education related. I can teach a syllabus and I blah 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 blah. I have a small amount of research experience, but in the future, I want to be prolific at research and I want to understand effectively how to ensure student learning, whatever. Unique selling points. Currently, what makes me unique, different to someone else? I am young and passionate. I am motivated. I am creative, which is very unique in education. Creative and hardworking, willing to learn. I also will be getting a master's and blah blah, but it's something that makes you unique. Also am getting a master's in a combination of education and marketing. Okay, so something that makes me unique. That's at the moment. How would I like to be unique in the future? What do I want to add to my unique selling points? Advantages to customers. What is my advantages to people in the education space? Understanding of doing education via technology. Developing projects that help students effectively apply their knowledge, etc., etc., etc. Disadvantages, or weak points. You can add some of your weak points. And then future developments. How do you want to develop yourself in the future? You. You still getting this? So glad. I'm so glad. Now, in terms of the market analysis, in the market analysis, I'll do an economic analysis of all the potential places that I could work. So, universities I would look at in terms of their salaries that they offer. Okay? Macro analysis. Governments. Other government institutions also look at their salaries. I'll look at what the new startups, new educational startups are offering in terms of salaries. Maybe it's not much at the moment because they're still startups, but maybe it's exciting. I'll also look at international organizations. I'll also look at NGOs. Okay? And then I might look at, if I had to start a business, what would be, is there space at the moment in order to make money in running a business, opening a business? Okay? Also, I'm going to look at where's the growth. Where's the growth? Does it talk about the growth? Current demand in the target market. Is there a high demand? Is there a high demand for people like me? Yes, there is a high demand for teachers that understand new technologies and who understand the new generation of students. Current demand in the target market? Yes. Is there a high demand for products such as yours? I remember I'm the product. I'm selling myself to the educational industry. Why has there been an increase in demand? There is an increase in demand because as can be seen in the news, there have been lots of protests regarding fees. It is clear that academics today are out of touch with the new generation of students. Okay, so you talk about your industry. You need to know a bit about your industry that you want to enter. Trends in the target market. I could also talk about the trends in terms of fees are becoming too expensive. There's not enough space on our campuses for all our students. People have to travel, spend 4 years studying and not able to make money while they are studying, yet their families at home are suffering. This is a major problem. Can we not get people to work and study through the internet at the same time, making it easily available to them to get a degree through the internet? Not like UNISA where you get books and right? And can we teach millions of students at the same time instead of only 150 in a room, but can we teach them in such a way that they experience individual attention? Okay, so these are some of the changes in the market that we need to be aware of. We can't just sit with little blinkers on our eyes. Growth potential for a business of your size. That means a person like you. Is there growth potential? In other words, is there opportunity in the market for you to grow in terms of your influence, to grow in terms of your opportunity? Yes! More and more universities are going online. More and more they're looking, the educational industry is looking for new ways of teaching. So yes, I will say yes and I'll explain why. What barriers do you face in entering this market? At the moment, some of my barriers is I don't have a master's. I need more research experience. I need to write that in. You need to be qualified. You need to have shown that you can do research. Okay? I don't have an educational qualification. I only have a master's qualification. Can I get an educational qualification to show that I'm qualified and knowledgeable in education? And so on and so forth. Okay? How would you, and of course, how will you overcome the barriers? How am I going to overcome these barriers? I'm going to finish my master's, I'm going to get some research experience. I'm going to get an educational qualification. How would the following impact your company? You can explain that yourself. inflation, interest rates, currency fluctuations. Other elements to consider, you can look through those and apply it to you as a personal business. Social cultural. Discuss the various social factors that play a role in your market. Then analyze how these factors will influence your business, product, or service. Well, social cultural impacts education. At the moment, we're looking at education which is multicultural. Right? So how do we teach people in their own language in a way that they understand better? At the moment, education is only English, mostly. Right? So those things are going to impact. What do I know in other languages? No, I only know English and Afrikaans. Although global education is mostly English. But can I grow in such a way that I add resources for other languages to my course? Right? Things like that. Then analyze how these factors will influence your business or product. Okay, so remember, I'm applying this to my own life. You'll need to think about how you apply it to your life. It's not going to be the same. Lifestyle trends. People want to be able to study from home. Can I offer my own courses, marketing courses for people? Make money through that. Not run it through the university. Make money on the side. Of course, it's legal. Can I do that? There's many options. Have you guys heard of Coursera? You can get courses from major universities all around the world for free. Coursera. You pay $50 at the end if you want to get a certificate. But knowledge is available. It's just a qualification that you need to actually come to a university for. But the knowledge is there. No, there's no risk. Okay, so that's social. Technological, I've already discussed. There's a growth in educational technologies, But you need to go research this for your industry. I just know a lot more. I know already a fair amount of my industry because I've been researching it a bit. Political, legal, and environmental analysis. How does politics affect your industry? How does the legal side affect your industry in terms of the types of people that they're looking for and the way they're going to grow? Please don't put your bags away. Sit. Your next class only started off for 7. Microenvironment, competitor analysis. Who are your competitors? Who are your competitors? For me, yes, other lecturers are also growing in this area. For you, it's the people sitting next to you who are who are also interested in your industry. Okay? If there's someone, I know already of someone who is starting, okay, anyways, clothing label, so if you're in that industry, who are your key players? Profile of the key competitors that you know about. You can go research this online. Who are other people who are being very entrepreneurial in your industry? Who are making big waves in your industry in this country? Okay? What are they offering that you can offer? What's your competitive advantage? What are you going to charge in terms of a salary? What are your unique features to make an exquisite PowerPoint presentation? I don't know. Are you very good at finding problems in the accounts, numbers? Are you good at managing? What is your strength? What are you good at? You must push your strengths, guys. Push your strengths. I'm very good at connecting with people. I'm very good at networking. What are you good at? I'm very good at selling. Better value to customers, because that's what you're going to sell to a company if you're going to work for someone. Customer analysis. Who's your customers? That's your companies. Who are the companies and organizations in your industry that you could work for? Who are they? Who are the big ones that you can go get experience from? Because remember, as an entrepreneur, it doesn't mean starting a business today. You might need to add more things to your portfolio first. Number one, you're now adding a qualification, but you might still need to add experience, more skills, networks, remember? Connections. That's going to take time. Now my question is, how can you start now before you even graduate? Before you even graduate with a degree, a so-called degree in entrepreneurship, how can you already start gathering those things? Experience, skills, and networks. Is there an area, in your area of passion, can you go and be a part of the events in that industry? Can you make connections there? Can you, if you were in fashion, could you start helping run events in the fashion industry? Making more connections that way. So that when you go and look for a job in a small upcoming label, you say, look, I've got a degree in entrepreneurship. I've been a part of hosting all these fashion events. And look at all these connections I've got on LinkedIn and on Twitter. And those are not just social connections that I've made, those are business professional connections I've made. Is this making sense? For me, I'm not just spending time lecturing every day. I've written papers. I'm going to Bloemfontein at the end of this month to be a part of a conference, to make connections. People are seeing, wow, Dylan is thinking very carefully about these things. Right? Making connections. Okay, so that maybe when I want to start venture out, I want to start developing something innovative, I've already made connections. Okay, so who's your customers? Target customers, the people you want to go and work for, organizations. Okay, there's a different demographics for businesses and organizations. I'll have to give that to you, or you can just research it. Demographic variables for businesses. Okay? Oh, there it is. For business customers, industry, location, size of firm, quality. So you're going to list them all. If it was fashion, you're going to look at people in manufacturing. You're going to list all the manufacturing companies. Then you're going to list the big fashion houses in South Africa. We're talking Fashini Group. We're talking Woolworths. Right? Then you're going to list the smaller exclusive brands. Then you're going to list the upcoming labels. Okay? Maybe you're so passionate about fashion, you first want to make sure that you go work in Milan, in Italy. Make connections there, understand the fashion industry in Italy first. Then when you come back to South Africa and you start a fashion label, or maybe you start something else in another country, who knows? But then when you come back to Africa, you'll start something that's extravagant, that you're getting assistance from Milan because you've made connections there. Does it make sense? You're not just starting your fashion label next year when I graduate, I'm going, no. I want to start something bigger. Okay. Right. So that's the market analysis section. Then if we get to segmentation, yeah, I'm going to select my market, which is, excuse me, education in South Africa. I'm going to segment it. Higher education institutions is going to be one segment. Okay. Another segment is going to be education research houses. Another one is going to be maybe startups, education startups. Okay? List the potential needs in the market or product category. What are the potential needs? Innovative, I just shared them earlier. Understanding of technology, new ways of thinking about education, research experience, blah, blah, blah. Choose a basis. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of that, but fundamentally what I'm going to do is I'm going to segment the educational market, and what you will be doing is you will be segmenting, in my other example, the fashion industry, in terms of all the organizations that I could go and work for, and then you choose which ones do I want to target. Do I want to target the exclusive fashion houses? I want to focus my attention there. If you're going to focus your attention on the exclusive fashion houses in Milan, right? What are you going to need to get into your brand before they're going to accept you? You're going to need a high brand fashion experience. You're going to need to run high brand fashion events. You're going to have connections with the major fashion designers in South Africa. First, if that's your niche. So once you've determined your target niche, your segments, you'll understand better what do I need to do to be able to target them effectively. What products and services do I need to get into myself? Experience, skills, networks, qualifications. Yes? Then you can also have a multi-segment strategy. Maybe you want to go, but that's going to take longer, obviously, to target more than one. So I suggest you maybe focus your attention, but if you want to do maybe you want to learn about manufacturing. Okay? Where's the best place to learn about manufacturing? China. Okay? I want to go to China, experience their manufacturing because I want to come and open up a new clothing manufacturer in South Africa. If that's your idea, business idea, go for it. We need new manufacturers that can do cheap clothing in Africa, for Africa. There's major opportunity for that. Maybe you wouldn't open your business in South Africa because maybe there's not very good labor things, and there's not, it's, maybe you'll decide, okay, I'm going to research where's the best place to open up a manufacturer in Africa, because as an South African, right, you've got better access to other African countries. Maybe you find out it's Mozambique, for example. Maybe you find out it's Angola. Maybe you find out it's Nigeria. Okay, I need to go to Nigeria, meet some people there, and make some connections. I'm going to find a job there so I can make some connections in the clothing industry. Then I'm going to go to China, find out how they do things, and then I'm going to start my business in Nigeria. Does it make sense? A bit more? Guys, think big. This is a big continent we're living on. There's a lot of opportunity here. Okay, and then you go through the segmentation process and you eventually choose your segments that you're going to target. Yes? Any questions?
No.
Good. Are you getting it now? Yes. You're the brand. You're making a plan about you, yes. No, your name. This is your name. Your name, your brand, your